Hello everyone, this is the fourth and last lecture on study of the first element, hydrogen, and in this lecture we will discuss very important topics, that is oxidation and reduction. So let's see what is the meaning of oxidation and reduction and what are oxidizing and reducing agent. So whenever a reaction take place, so in any reaction, addition of oxygen or any other electronegative element. So remember, addition of oxygen or any other electronegative element. So if these elements are added, then this is addition. Then it is called oxidation. Or you can say removal of hydrogen or electropositive element. Any other electropositive element. It is called oxidation or removal of electrons. So remember, addition of oxygen is oxidation, addition of electronegative element is oxidation, removal of hydrogen is also oxidation, removal of another electropositive element, any other electropositive element is also oxidation, and removal of electron is also oxidation. So you have to remember these 5 points: addition of oxygen, addition of any other electronegative element, removal of hydrogen or removal of any other electropositive element, or removal of electron. All of this is known as oxidation. Now what is reduction? So reduction is the opposite of that of oxidation. So you can say addition of hydrogen, addition of any other electropositive element, or addition of electron. Similarly, removal of oxygen or removal of any other electronegative element is known as reduction. So you have to remember again 5 points: addition of hydrogen, addition of any other electropositive element, or addition of electron, or removal of oxygen or removal of any other electronegative element. That is known as reduction while a chemical reaction is taking place. Now, what are oxidizing agents? So oxidizing agents are those substances which oxidize others. So which oxidize others by reducing themselves. So such substances are known as oxidizing agent, while reducing agents are substances which reduce others by oxidizing themselves. So these substances are called reducing agents. So what will the oxidizing agents do? They will oxidize other. And how will they oxidize other? They will give oxygen, or they will give any other electronegative element, or they will take hydrogen, because they will remove the hydrogen from other elements, or they will remove the electrons, or they will remove any other electropositive element. That's how the oxidizing agent oxidize others. So while doing so, the oxidizing agents will either lose oxygen because they are helping to give the oxygen to the other elements, or they will lose electronegative element. It means they are having reduction. So they are undergoing reduction. So remember, oxidizing agents will oxidize others. Oxidizing agents will never oxidize themselves, but oxidize others. Similarly, reducing agents will reduce others while oxidizing. So let's see some examples. From there it will be clear what is oxidation and reduction. So let's see from the first example, that is oxidation. So let's see Cu plus O2. It will give CuO. So you can see addition of oxygen to copper. So it is oxidation. So oxidation of copper. Now similarly, removal of hydrogen is also known as oxidation. So let's see, H2S plus Cl2 will give S plus 2HCl. So you can see hydrogen is being removed from sulfur, and removal of hydrogen. So removal of hydrogen is known as oxidation. So oxidation of sulfur again. Now the next example, that is addition of any other electronegative element is known as oxidation. So let's see, FeCl2 plus Cl2. Now chlorine is very electronegative element. So if we will add chlorine to it, it will form FeCl3. So in this reaction again, oxidation of iron is taking place. Similarly, one more thing, that is removal of electropositive element. So remember, the removal of electropositive element, any electropositive element, is also known as oxidation. So KBr plus Cl2. So 2 KBr plus Cl2, it will form 2 KCl plus Br2. So you can see we have removed potassium from bromine. So oxidation of bromine. So again oxidation. And at last we have the removal of electron. So removal of electron is also known as oxidation. For example, if sodium atom is losing an electron to form Na plus ion, so it is oxidation because electron has been removed. So removal of electron is also oxidation. Now we will talk about reduction. So what is reduction? Reduction is opposite of that, that is removal of oxygen. So let's see some examples of reduction. So first is removal of oxygen. So CuO plus H2. So it will form Cu plus H2O. So you can see copper has lost oxygen. So it is reduction. Removal of oxygen is reduction. The next thing is removal of electronegative element. So removal of any other electronegative element will also be called reduction. So H2S plus FeCl3 will give FeCl2 plus 2HCl plus S. So you can see from FeCl3 chlorine has been removed, so it will make FeCl2. So you can balance it 2 and 2. So this is how the reduction of FeCl3 will take place. Now similarly, one more thing, that is addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen is what? That is reduction. So again, let's see the example of addition of hydrogen. So Cl2 plus H2S will form 2HCl plus S. So you can see in chlorine we are adding hydrogen. So that is reduction of chlorine. Then we are talking about addition of electropositive element. So take the same example like Cl2 plus 2 KBr. So Cl2 plus 2 KBr, it will form 2 KCl plus Br2. So here we have added potassium to chlorine. So this is again reduction. And at last addition of electrons. So Cl plus 1 electron. So it will form Cl minus. So it is reduction because addition of electron is called reduction. So addition of electron is reduction. Addition of electropositive element is reduction. Then addition of hydrogen is also reduction. Removal of electronegative elements, you can see from Cl3 to Cl2 one chlorine atom is removed, so this is reduction. Or removal of oxygen is reduction, while oxidation is addition of oxygen, addition of any other electronegative element, removal of hydrogen here, this is the removal of hydrogen from here, or addition of electronegative element. So in Cl2 we have added one more Cl, so chlorine is electronegative, so addition of electronegative, addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, removal of electropositive element, or removal of electron. That's all is oxidation. So you have to remember the definition of oxidation and reduction. So generally in the complete reaction, in any complete reaction, oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, and that's why it is known as redox reaction. So it is known as redox reaction. So let's see, here we are adding oxygen to copper. So oxidation of copper is taking place, but simultaneously we are also adding oxygen to copper, or you can say copper to oxygen. So oxidation of copper is taking place, but to oxygen we are adding copper. So because copper is added to oxygen, it means that is the addition of electropositive element, because copper is electropositive element. So reduction of oxygen is taking place. Oxidation of copper is taking place, but simultaneously reduction of oxygen is also taking place. In other reaction, here you can see, here oxidation of sulfur is taking place because we are removing hydrogen from sulfur, but this hydrogen is added to chlorine. So you can say that at the same time reduction of chlorine will also take place. Here oxidation of FeCl2 will take place, but at the same time reduction of chlorine will also take place. Here oxidation of bromine will take place because we have removed potassium, but this potassium is added to chlorine, and that is electropositive element. So addition of electropositive element, that is reduction. So reduction of chlorine will take place. Now here you can see that with CuO we have added H2. So reduction of copper, because oxygen has been removed, but this oxygen is added to hydrogen. So this is the oxidation of hydrogen, because addition of oxygen is oxidation. Similarly, in this there is reduction of FeCl3 because we have removed this Cl3, but again we also have removed hydrogen from sulfur, so its oxidation will take place here. So oxidation and reduction will take place simultaneously. Again, in Cl2 plus H2S we have seen that we have added hydrogen, so it is reduction of chlorine, but we have also removed hydrogen from this sulfur. So this is the oxidation of sulfur, because removal of hydrogen is oxidation. And at last we have added potassium to chlorine. So addition of electropositive element is reduction, but this potassium has been removed from bromine. So this will be the oxidation of bromine. So hope you have understood the meaning of oxidation and reduction, the meaning of oxidizing and reducing agents. So this is all in this lecture. If you have any queries regarding this whole chapter, you can ask your questions in comment box. Thank you very much.